You're rolling, Shawn.
Are we rolling?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Oh.
Welcome to episode 22, I think. Yeah, I think we're at 22. We have a very special treat for everybody today. We have our first 4-person podcast. In front of me, I have Danny Bolton. He's a hunting and outdoor enthusiast from Hawaii.
That's right.
Your family owns Kona Coffee. Is that correct?
Yeah, they own a Kona Coffee company, but like the region of Kona Coffee is like the Napa Wine Valley. So there's
Just tell people you own Kona.
I pretty much own all of Kona.
He owns Kona.
Yeah, that's right.
And to his left, I have Tyler Vanderkolk. You might remember him from one of the earlier episodes. He owns Archery Country. He is now business partners with Joe Rogan, Evan Hafer, and Cam Haynes. And he's just a really fucking cool dude. And he's got some crazy stories. And then to my right, I have Jen Loree. She's a metal artist and welder from Edmonton, Canada.
Nailed it. Usually they say Edmonton, Alberta, but
No, we call it Canada. Everything's Canada up there. But anyways, thank you everybody for coming. If you want to just introduce yourselves a little bit, talk about what you got going on.
I don't really want to introduce myself.
Poor man's cut up.
I kind of introduced you guys already.
Yeah,
My bad.
I got 7 stitches in my finger. I can introduce Tyler though. Tyler's a stud, man. The guy's like
True.
Archery Country and just super humble, quiet. He's not going to tell you a bunch how cool he is, but he is pretty cool. Got some stories about goats, he said.
We got lots of stories on
Speaking of goats, tell your story about the goat,
About parasites.
the toxoplasmosis.
Okay,
story.
so let's roll right into it. I know you got a bunch of conspiracy theory listeners, so this is my thought. Like, this is how they're gonna get us, because after I got this parasite, because I got toxoplasmosis from eating raw goat meat. So killed a goat and was cutting up to make jerky, and it was like perfect little like jerky, like it looks like sashimi. So I was like, oh man, we should try some of this raw. Because I've eaten elk meat and deer meat raw. So I got the soy sauce.
Just looked at it and we're like, that's how you made your decision?
Yeah.
yeah,
It was on the edge.
Yeah. And the worst part is my wife's like, you shouldn't eat that. Oh, dang it, dude. She never let me down. Now she just like, I told you not to eat that. So soy sauce, wasabi, ate a couple pieces, figured like, whatever, if I'm throwing up or crapping my pants later, it's not a huge deal. But 4 days later, it kicked in, started getting leg pains, body aches, got like the worst body aches in my entire life. Skin was super sensitive, fever, got super cold, hot, the whole thing. And was having these, like, amongst other things that I was having, but the one crazy thing is like hallucinating and like having these fever dreams that my whole body was covered in these leopard spots.
that was the drugs,
What?
Danny.
Yeah.
That was a dream?
So like thought I was dreaming, but then like I'm looking at myself in these leopard spots and it looks like I'm under a black light. You know how under a black light stuff's like kind of fluorescent looking, like oranges and weird greens. So anywhere that hurts super bad, my lower back, my legs, like big muscle groups, because those parasites attack big muscle groups, dude, it's like glowing these different spots.
Whoa.
And I'm like tripping. And so I'm like getting up to shower in the middle of the night because I'm freezing cold a couple times a night. And I would go right back into these same dreams for 2 nights in a row. Okay. So what's crazy is that when I finally found out what I had, which this goat must ate cat shit off of some grass, because the only place that this parasite lives is in cats. So when I found the relationship to cats and I was having these leopard spot dreams, I was tripping. I was like, oh my God, like what was that all about? So
Shawn's wanting to eat some raw goat meat.
That sounds like some good stuff.
it minus the body aches and the fever, it wouldn't have been bad.
I think I took that same stuff at ACL one year.
So the funny thing is, like, after I finally found out what I had, somebody was like, dude, you need to listen to this Rogan podcast where he talks about toxoplasmosis. And supposedly he had like this doctor on, because I had to like research it and find the podcast. He had this doctor on that was like, hey, when he was going through school or whatever, one of his mentors was like, hey, don't ever take any organs from organ donors that are in a motorcycle accident.
Yeah.
Because they're like real risk adverse, because they're like already riding motorcycles and stuff and they died on a motorcycle. And he told them, he's like, they have toxoplasmosis.
From what? From motorcycles?
So because
Running
the
over cats, I
parasite makes you more fearless.
Just makes you.
Yeah.
Oh.
So they did. So he thought it was this doctor that was on with Joe was like, I thought it was kind of bullshit. But then he researched it later on, and they did studies in rats and mice. So this parasite, the only place it can breed is in cats. And so when it gets into something that's not a cat, and this didn't exactly happen to me, but the mice and rats, it makes them sexually attracted to the smell of cat urine, and then takes away all their fear. So their instincts that they've had for thousands of years of like, oh, there's a cat, it's going to eat me. It took that away. So now they're like, where's that cat that's at? And like, oh, there's a big cat. I'm not worried about him.
Yeah.
And then the cat eats it. And now that parasite is back in its host place, right? Because that parasite rewired that mouse and that rat's brain to find its home again, right? Because it can't breed in a cat or in a mouse or a rat. So then I end up with this parasite. And supposedly it makes you more fearless, but I was already kind of an idiot to begin with. So I haven't really noticed like a huge difference.
Do you surf?
Yeah.
You surf? Did
Yeah.
you start wanting to surf bigger waves when you were?
No, but I did start wanting to invest in crypto. That was the
living on the edge, dude.
That's how you know.
that was the only
Sure,
thing
sure.
where I was like, my wife, we were talking about it, and I was just like, just put all of it in there. Like take everything we own and just put it in crypto. And that maybe has something to do with the talk. So
Just got tripping balls right now. Bring him back.
So you said you went through the phases and you
Yeah.
came out the other end, but you're not quite sure if it's still in you though.
So supposedly it's still in me. It never goes away. And it kind of just goes into like a dormant phase. So if we're all stuck on a deserted island and you guys eat me, your stomach acid, and that's what happened to the goat, right? It was in that goat. And my stomach acid kind of dilutes or dissolves the cyst that these parasites live in, then opens them back up to like, where am I?
Whoa,
And
Wow.
that's crazy.
so supposedly I have it forever. I know 2 other people have had it. And one other person that I know, she struggled for like 3 weeks. She like was in a hospital, ended up like in a ventilator because I did attack my like cardio system real bad. It took forever to get that back. And her CPK levels in her blood. What is that? Like, is that your creatine? It's like when you get rhabdo. Like that's what your levels get super high in her blood. She struggled with that a lot after like her, I don't know. But I ended up breaking out in like a 104 fever and went to the hospital and slowly got better from there. I just got IV and never got antibiotics or anything. But my thought on it is the fever helped cook it off big time because I don't think the other people that I know took it to that limit and let themselves like fry like that because it's probably not good for you. But
do you have any cats at your house?
no freaking cats, dude. I'm not a big fan of cats right
They're
now.
shooting cats.
Is there a lot of cats on the island?
Ton of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, just
Imagine
like
they're all trapped there.
so, and they're a huge problem. I'm gonna say it right now, like those cats don't belong in Hawaii and they should be gone. But like, there's all these there's all these cat ladies. They're like, no, don't kill the cats. Hawaii had all these native birds that were there, and a ton of them, since they're stuck on an island in the middle of the damn Pacific, a lot of them stopped flying. They're like I don't need to fly anymore.
Yeah.
Check me out, dude. I can just go on the ground. Nothing's gonna get me. So when cats, rats, mongoose, all those things came, but cats, like vicious cats. Cats are gnarly hunters.
Yeah, they're
And
crazy.
so they kill off a ton of birds, and all the native birds we have, a lot of them get attacked by cats.
I got a lot more questions about Hawaii, but
Yeah.
let's move on. Tyler,
Yeah.
Tyler,
I can't
tell that story you were telling me the other day about the helicopter. This is fucking hilarious. So hey, real quick caveat. So if you listen to Tyler's first podcast, the craziest fucking shit happens to this guy. Like, I mean, his entire life growing up, he's got countless stories that you're just sitting there going, how does this many things happen to one person? And one just happened the other day, like not even a week ago. Like, go ahead and tell the story.
Oh, you're talking
The helicopter story.
Yeah.
CSI.
So that was a wild one. So it actually is so Callan and them were part of this deal. So we were going to work out at Architect. That's where it ties it all in here. Make a long story short, there was a murder on the empty lot adjacent to archery country. and it was real. So I guess a couple homeless people. I need to adjust my
Allegedly.
allegedly.
Yeah.
Yeah. So a lady died. I don't know what the whole story was. Apparently, two homeless people were in a fight. Long story short, they were like doing the whole investigation there. So I work out with Shane Steiner and Brian Callen. There's a bunch of us that meet up at this gym. Shane, and then you saw it the other day, the helicopter lands back there in the back parking lot. So Shane comes buzzing in to land, and all of these cops come running by. Well, they were trying to pull like crime scene prints off of the like tire tracks out of the dirt parking lot next door to us. And they were like, dude, you just ruined the crime scene. They were pissed. They were super ticked. Whoops. So they were like super mad. And so what made it all pretty funny was like Brian Callen was like trying to talk to him, and I had backed off. Like I was not talking to him because while they were like putting their helicopter, kind of letting it wind down and ending up this flight. The cops are all standing there like chewing me out because they're like, what do you do? Like, who are these people? You can't just freaking land a helicopter in the middle of town. And I'm like, they can. I don't know.
They own the property.
Yeah, he owns the property. I'm like, he can land wherever he wants. I don't know. He can do what he wants on his property.
It's funny.
So,
you got in trouble.
Anyway, yeah. So the guy's yelling at me. So they go yell at them. So what made it funny was Brian Callen was like doing Brian Callen stuff. So he's like telling them like, I don't know what he was saying. I was a
he said I was a
scene investigator on CSI Miami in 03 or something. He was making up something, and these cops were like, "Get out of here!"
Nobody was laughing.
Shut up.
So good.
But yeah, that was it was wild. Murders over there. That particular part of Austin was wild. So back in the day,
It's pretty apparent from watching the news today. Violent criminals are not going away anytime soon, and you need to have somebody watching your back. Whether that's you personally, your family, your friends, or your business, Iconic Security is our premier personal protection firm, founded by a former Navy SEAL, a former Secret Service agent, and a former U.S. attorney. With over 60 years of combined military, law enforcement, and intelligence experience, we deliver unmatched, discreet security tailored to your needs. From executive protection and secure nights out to residential patrols, event security, cyber threat defense, and expert consulting, Iconic ensures your safety with precision and care. No shortcuts, no drama, just peace of mind. Visit iconicsecurity.com to build your custom protection plan today. Iconic Security, because your safety is non-negotiable. A link to the website can be found in the description of this podcast. Thank you for your time, and stay safe out there.
you remember bum fights on YouTube and all that stuff?
That dude went to jail, didn't he?
I think
Dude,
so.
they send it to you like in a my friend ordered it, and they sent them to it in like
That's
a
a Hawaii
Drano
thing,
box,
dude.
like in a VHS.
That's got to be a
It
Hawaii
was
thing.
before YouTube.
Yeah, no, they we used to have this old guy. Funny enough, his name was Charlie, and he played a guitar out there, and so all the homeless guys would like jockey for the right side of the highway because it would be shaded over on this side of the highway in the morning, but then in the afternoon, this side of the highway is shaded. So they would all want to work the corner that was shaded.
I see.
So they would get in fistfights daily. So true story, there's a guy named Mike Lucky, R.I.P. He would put his hat down on the counter, and he would put another hat down, and we would all throw like $5. And there was like 6 of us working there at the time. And we would all bet on like who was going to win. So Charlie, if he had like a really good guitar, we'd be like, Charlie's got him, dude. He's going to bust that guitar over that black. So that was, I won a lot of money betting on homeless fights in archery country. Because as soon as it would get like shaded over there, it'd be like 108 on a summer day. And you'd see them like walking over, and then they'd be yelling at each other. And then it'd just escalate into fist fights. And
That's
it
fucking
was
hilarious.
pretty fun to watch, though.
So what's going on with the archery country? Like, you guys are still there on the ghetto side of town,
Still doing it. Right in the ghetto.
but we know what's coming on the horizon. Like,
Yeah.
what-
There's cool stuff
Can
coming.
you update us?
Yeah. Right now, nothing. The reality is we're working on new digs. We're going to find someplace bigger, better. It's super tough, man. Austin's a tough town to like find real estate in, and it's mega expensive. And what we're looking for is almost kind of a unicorn because they want to do, because Evan's a part of it. Evan wants to do a big Black Rifle Coffee in it, have big retail, and then have big range space where we can have lots of shooting. We can host tournaments and do stuff like that. So I don't know how that's going to pan out. I know we've looked at some stuff. We haven't really got like real down and dirty to like really trying to find something.
When do you think you guys are going to be breaking ground on anything?
It'll be. I'm hoping in the next year or so. Like it will be in the next year,
Okay.
probably.
Because there's a lot of people that are excited.
Oh,
for that.
there's every day I get hammered about it, and everyone's excited about the Joe stuff. It's crazy. I think we talked about this last time, but it's crazy the like influence of a Joe Rogan and stuff like that. And so prime example this weekend, I've had no less than 20 people the last 2 days say that they're in town for F1, but Joe talks about Terry Black's barbecue. So they're like, well, the first thing I hit was Terry Black's barbecue. And then they were like, I'm going to the mothership and I'm just here to buy a hat and a shirt.
Yeah.
And they're literally not there for bows. They're not there for any of that stuff. There's 2 guys from Oregon today. Another guy from, I think he was from like Washington State.
Yeah.
But he was literally like, well, I'm going to call you guys. I'm going to get you to pre-set me up a bow to where when I fly in on my next work trip, I'm coming straight here and I'm going to get a bow. And I'm like, that's wild. You're there's 8 states in between us. Like, surely there's another archery shop that you like or you can find or something like that. But it's the influence.
The trust
it's pretty
factor
wild.
too, right?
Yeah.
If it's coming
Yeah.
from those guys, they're like, I don't have to worry if this is. I think a lot of people they don't have time to do homework, so
For sure.
they take that kind of like advice from people like that and just
No
go
doubt.
with it.
Yeah, and also there's a whole. We had this conversation, but when Danny first came in, I was telling him about like you had to change the whole like counter culture of like how you dealt with people and stuff like that. And that's the one thing. 3 of the 4 dudes that I talked to that were from out of state today, every one of them was like, yeah, we have an archery shop, but it sucks. It's like one crotchety old guy behind the counter. One guy was like, I don't know. I went in there and there was 3 high school kids and they were like, I've had questions on strings and stuff like that. And he was like, he was like, maybe they were giving me the best advice possible, but he was like, I don't know because they were like 16 years old. And he's like, I don't know that I trust them. He was like, I don't do that. So there's a weird, like you've kind of got to do it, but I'm lucky. I got good guys. I got
Kind of crazy. You found like a niche.
I
was thinking about that. Yesterday we were talking about that, like the patience that you've shown with this business and how it's developed over the last 5-6 years.
It's taken. I mean, this is year 9, and I started that on year 1. We had the Lucky guy that we like bet on homeless people fighting and stuff.
Yeah.
So Lucky had been the manager there for 15 years before that, and he was great. He was a friend of mine, but also he was the crotchety old guy behind the counter. Like he like if you pulled up in an old truck, which you can't. We talked about this too, but you can't judge a book by its cover in Austin. So there's dudes with cut-off board shorts and a flannel shirt and a hat backwards driving a 74 VW van that's worth more than everybody in North Austin combined.
Yeah.
Like they're out there. Those dudes, and they come in all the time. So the problem is you can't judge a book by its cover. But Lucky, like if you pulled up in like an 80s Chevrolet truck, he'd be like, all right, boys, y'all got this one. I'm going to go, I'll handle the pours. I'm going to go back to the office. And he would just completely judge a book by its cover. And then if it pulled up in a Mercedes, he's like, hey, y'all go kick rocks. Y'all go practice falling down out back. I'm going to take this guy. So
I've been trying to incorporate something into every podcast where I have my guest imagine like a younger version of yourself. Maybe he's starting off or he has plans to do something similar in your footsteps, or he's watching you and kind of mirroring what you're doing to try to kind of catch that wave,
Yeah.
What's some advice you could give to some of these people that might be watching you, as far as like, because the first thing that came to my mind with you is like patience. You never tried to force anything to happen. Even when Joe started coming to the shop, like all these talks we would have, you're like, dude, I just let him do his thing. I didn't fucking try to ask him to give me any shout outs or anything like that. I just like, dude, here's your safe place. Like, come whenever you want.
No, I mean, you're exactly right. It's the patience thing. Like you can't, there's no fast way to make anything like that happen. Especially when you're trying to change a reputation, because we already had a reputation of kind of being douchey. So I was like, and I knew that when I bought it. So I was like, that's cool. I just got to change that. But the only way to really change that is just not be douchey when people come in.
It takes time.
And literally you just rack it up to like, this is going to take 5 years. But eventually what happens is people are talking to other people and they're like, you know, some guy will be like, yeah, I went in there 4 years ago. Those guys are douches, man. They suck. They didn't want to take the time to look at my bow and all that. But it's some other dude who has been recently, and he's like, dude, go back. Try it again. Because, dude, I've talked to Tyler. I dealt with Tank. I dealt with whatever. They had some good experience. And they're like, you got to give it another whirl, man. It's not the same old shop. And then when they come in, they're like, they lead with that. So then you already know what you have to do. Like, you already know, okay, cool. I don't have to be fake. I don't have to go the extra mile for this guy. But I do know this is, there's a report card on this visit right here. So I'm either going to pass and he's going to be like, yeah, I'll start using you guys again. Or he's going to be like, nah, I'll go find another shop.
Well, that's the other thing. The ones that wrote you off early, now they're seeing Cam Haynes back you, Evan Hafer, Joe Rogan. They have to be sitting there and like, oh, we're fucking idiots.
No, and and that's it. And there was a lot of guys that everybody's a genius when they want to tell you what they think you should do. But the reality is there's no, it's like working out or like anything else. There's no fast track. Like you can't, there's no like magic, something you can do that just takes 5 years of trying to bring a reputation back. You literally just have to grind for 5 years. So the first 5 years, like I knew that going in. I was like, we're just gonna, we have to start sometime. So today's the day. We bought it. This is how we do it. And luckily, 10 years in, we're finally finally breaking some ground here.
You guys are fucking killing it. Like your shop's awesome. Tommy, Tank, Jordan, all those guys. Dude, they fucking just. They make it look easy. Like they're just and they can hold conversations while they're fixing all this like, intricate stuff on your bows, and you're just sitting there like, God damn.
No, it's cool, and it's a testament to the guys because, like I said, I'm not there all the time. I'm out jacking around and doing all that stuff. So it makes me look really good when those guys crush up there at the counter. But on the flip side, part of that is I've worked really hard at my relationship with them, which is nobody else's job. I don't look at that as Joe's job or the customer's job or anything. I'm like, it's my job to make these 5-6 guys behind the counter feel worthy, feel worth what we're paying and all that stuff. Because you can pay them too little and they'd be like, I can make this a Dairy Queen working half as hard and have free blizzards all day. Or they could be like, I'm getting paid great, but I have no free time. I'm working myself to the bone.
Good point.
And I don't want to do this anymore. I'd rather have family time or whatever it is. So there's a super fine line where you're trying not to overpromise or underpromise. You're just like, hey guys, keep riding this out with me. And they're seeing progress and they're like that. So it gets them super pumped when like Joe comes in and he's like, where are we going to move this thing? We need something 4 times bigger than this. And then the guys aren't just hearing that from me. They're hearing it from another owner who's in the fire with them or they feel is in the fire with them. And that reignites a fire in them.
Are you guys thinking like Cabela size or what are you thinking here?
I have no idea. I mean, I can tell you what I think, but I don't know. At the end of the day, it's going to be Joe and Evan's money that's doing this. It's not going to be Tyler's money. Tyler's money can
bump fight money. Bump fight money.
Can afford the electric bill for 2 months. No, but I mean, honestly, we're looking for something.
The potential's there, though.
Oh, yeah, for sure. It is, for sure. Yeah.
Speaking of potential, what's up, Miss Jen Loree? How you doing?
Just hanging around.
So what's going on? So catch people up that don't know you on here. Let's talk a little bit about how you came up in the metal art industry. You started as a welder up in Canada, and you've kind of been bouncing around. You're a mother of 2 beautiful kids. Let's start from the beginning.
Where do I start?
I want everything.
Where do I start? I started welding in high school when I was 15 years old.
Nice.
which is very rare because you look at her, she doesn't look like a welder. This is kind of what's striking about Jen.
Yeah, I don't really know.
You come across her page and you're like,
was that family?
I like doing the opposite of what my parents wanted me to do. So
yeah.
Like
so.
in high
I knew
school,
they probably
it was
wouldn't
for
like that.
high school?
this was
Like shop
so-
class or like welding class?
Yeah, so about grade 10, I realized I didn't really like school that much, but I wanted to make money. So, yeah, I joined. They had a apprentice program, so I would go to school till noon and then go to the shop the rest of the day.
Wow, no way.
Yeah.
Was that
Yeah,
a family thing?
No, they were all a little bit smarter than me. I would say.
Yeah. Good call.
Yeah, no, my whole family was like involved in the oil patch, so
Oh, okay.
I guess
Yeah.
runs in the blood a little bit. But yeah, I wanted to make money, didn't want to go to school, so started doing that. Got my journeyman ticket at 21, and then had Ellie at 22. So I did 8 years in oil field construction, and then had my daughter. Got my B pressure ticket, so I could start welding pipe, and then just realized that wasn't really a good fit for new mom. And
So tell me what it's like, because I know I read the comments on some of the stuff you post, and there's so many like
creepy
tiny
guys.
dick fucking losers out
Yeah.
there that talk so much shit about what you're doing. They think other guys are doing the work for you, and
Yeah, that's the tough part about what I'm doing, because like 98% of my following is men, and not just like young cool men. It's like crotchety old welders, and so nothing I do is right. And I've kind of got used to that, though. I think I've built up some thick skin being in the trade since 15, so I don't let it bug me too much. Some of them do get me, though. The sandwich comments, those always.
Sandwich comments.
There's a ton of sandwich comments, like,
Really?
what kind of sandwich are you making? I get those all the time.
I get it now.
Oh, yeah.
Awesome. What
The sandwich.
Where did the art side come from, though? Because like you went from welding pipes, which is cool, whatever, you can make them so they don't leak. But were you always into art as a kid? Like sculpting? Like you're a sculptor.
Yeah.
Like
No, not really. Like, I can't draw worth shit. I think I probably always had it in me, but just didn't really, I probably ignored that for a while and was trying to be tough. So did the welding thing. And then, I think it was just like I seen videos online. I'm like, fuck, I could do that.
Yeah.
People welding like spoons and forks and shit together to make birds. I'm like, I can't do that hard. So that's how I started, was like making these little birds. And then Jim Shockey, I think, seen the first one, put it out there. And then
No way.
the snowball effect,
That's
Cam
what happened.
Haynes seen it. And
Wow.
it snowballed into like 225,000 followers.
I would say the hunting community, though,
Yeah.
was really what like took my stuff to the next level,
Okay.
like Wild Sheep Foundation. Very
Was that the
supportive.
first big piece? Like the sheep
Yeah.
stuff?
Did you see the first one I did? Like, it was a doll
that I
sheep.
did.
Yeah, it was like, it wasn't a skull, it was like the full
Oh, wow.
sheep. And I started like 3 weeks before the actual event. Like, fuck, I have no clue what I'm doing.
So what would you say to these haters, Jen?
What would I say to my haters?
Yeah, what if you had one right in front of you?
I do.
Suck it.
Yeah.
Tyler.
I am a hater.
What would you tell them? The ones that think that that's not you doing it.
Oh, well, suck my dick.
Wow.
I'd like to
That's
see like
awesome.
usually like the haters too. It sucks because
Cheers
like
to that one.
they
Now I'm gonna get comments like, I knew it. I knew she was a man. It's too good
Time
to
for her
be
to make
true.
a sandwich.
there's no way that those haters could be doing what you're doing. You know, like if they want to hate on it, like go weld up. Like
No.
It's a compliment, because it's like, if they can't believe that it's real, I'm like, fuck. My job here is done.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
How much hate did you get for the Trump piece that you made? By the way, if you guys haven't seen this, you got to go on our page. This is the most badass Donald Trump fucking sculpture you've ever seen.
He's biased.
And
but
I'm a little biased, but here's the thing: it's like most artists, when they're doing a replica of somebody's face, they use clay. That way, they can get the little fine details just right on somebody, like the wrinkles and whatever lines, bags, or whatever. And like she does all of her work with just a welder, a grinder, and a torch. Like all of it. There's no clay, there's no fine detail, easy, malleable type material. She's working just with like the craziest, heaviest metal. So, like, anyways, talk about Trump, because I know you received so much hate being from Canada.
I was going to say, first of
I was
all, I'm
gonna say the
Canadian,
the
so.
Canada thing.
Yeah. I'm still getting like death threats from that one, actually.
No
yeah,
way.
it was a rough one.
What was the
Death threats?
inspiration to do
Yeah.
the Trump one?
So I had a bit of a lull between jobs, and like I think he had just been shot. It was like all this crazy shit going on, and I think it's like kind of cool to be an artist and you kind of get to capture like, you know, moments in history. So that was kind of the inspiration, was like, this is, you know, you can love him or hate him, but he's an iconic man. So yeah, I was kind of just rolling with the momentum. Like this is gonna be good or bad.
That's
Bit of
crazy.
both. So yeah, I did that, and then like, even though it was just like I didn't put no caption, I wasn't like I fucking love Trump. It was just like I built this, and people were fucking destroying me.
Wow.
There's a lot of haters online.
Hmm.
Do you guys get any hate? Like being
Not really.
associated
We
with,
do. I mean,
with
we
any of
do.
those guys?
I've had a couple things. It's funny enough, I've had it multiple times with the Tim Kennedy stuff where people are like, hey, are you really doing stuff with him? But the way I look at it is, if your first move is to come up to us at the counter and be like, hey, are y'all really going to claim you're friends with Tim Kennedy? Because if you are, I don't know that I can buy a boat here. I'm like, you already made a decision before you came in. So I'm like, just don't buy a boat. Go to
Yeah,
we don't want your
wherever else.
business
Yeah, I'm like,
anyways
it's
if
cool.
you're that shallow.
I'm not here to pick sides. You're not going to make me force me to whatever.
Well,
the Joe stuff is a little... it's weird because we deal with a lot like so first off, I promise you we're a one-of-one archery shop in that I've had trans people show up to ladies' night. Like, dude, I guarantee you there's no other archery shop that's had.
We were just there, actually.
Yeah.
Was I the trans lady?
You were the trans lady.
I left my release there. God damn it.
Oh, dang it, I forgot to bring that.
What about you, Danny? You get any hate in your industry here?
Not a ton, but
You have
there's
like a
definitely
safe space, though. I feel like it's once your stuff goes out to like a broader.
yeah.
Well, once
know,
you
I'm
take a
not-
bold stance on something, that's
that.
when it, or like invite
Yeah.
a guest on your show. I had Brandon Tatum on like 2 episodes ago, and like so many people hate that guy. Like I've seen hate, but then like I posted a reel 3 days ago, and this reel's got over like almost 120,000 views, and it's like 90% just hate for that guy.
Yeah.
Because they think he's associated with Israel. They think he's part of that whole TPUSA. And the thing is, I don't know if it's real. I don't know if it's bots. I don't know if it's genuine people out there that just fucking... Is there that many fucking bitter, angry people that just like to talk shit?
There is, for sure.
I'm sure there is, but also the bot thing has got to be real.
It's definitely real.
I mean, I know it's
Yeah.
real, but I mean, it's got to be real.
It's crazy though how like the shit they say though, it's like there's no way,
It's a bot.
because the stuff they attack is like
Yeah.
ooh,
Yeah.
that had to be like
Really.
Yeah.
a real person. Yeah,
but
robots aren't that mean.
if it's built with AI learning, though,
Robots are
you know what I mean? Like, they can learn what bugs you. Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you
True.
respond to a shitty comment, they're probably like, mark that down.
That's
She
true.
doesn't like that. That's a nerve.
Yeah.
You know? It's all about controlling people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry,
It's
I cut
weird
you
too.
off.
I've thought
Oh, yeah.
about
No,
that.
it's all good.
I was gonna say I've thought about that with like my stuff because the guys that I'm doing stuff with right now are polarizing. I mean, Evan is the Black Rifle Coffee thing. Started off polarizing because they were. I'm assuming at some point they were like, "Hey, we probably shouldn't name this Black Rifle. Maybe let's just pick Good Coffee Company or something like that." Like, there's a bunch of other names, but that was a statement that he made. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's a statement. Joe's made statements and stuff, even not wanting to, but Joe's said stuff that people get super fired up about, and at the end of the day, they think, well, I think that. Like, I had a comment on a I forget what it was. It was an Instagram post, but long story short, there was a guy who was like, well, what's your stance on the January 6th stuff? Because if I need to know this before I come and do business with you. And I'm like,
Jesus
just don't come
Christ,
in, dude.
man.
I'm like, it's
Yeah.
cool. We'll survive without you.
They're like, oh, yeah, I was there. What's your question?
What's your question? I was the guy in the buffalo helmet. Yeah, it's weird.
Danny,
Yeah, buddy.
so do you remember back, it was earlier this year, I think it was like June or July, there was an like 8.8 magnitude earthquake off of Russia that created tsunami warnings in Hawaii. Were you affected by that? Was it on your side?
So there's been a couple. I'm trying to think. And that one, I don't think I was home at that time. I think I was away. So, but there wasn't much effect on on the Hawaiian Islands for those, like especially that one. There really hasn't been any big tsunamis that like have huge effects since like the 40s, I think, where like they're wiping out.
But do
entire
people still
towns.
freak out and like go further inland when
Yeah,
stuff happens?
definitely. Like my friend got evacuated from their place where they were at for that one, and my sister, I think, got evacuated from her house. And but the big ones, I'm trying to remember. I think the main ones that we get are from like Japan when those ones go off. But I think the one we had, it's been 15, 20 years ago or something, was the last one. It floated like a little house out to sea. But it really is the ones that channels into the bays because it amplifies all that stuff. So, but we haven't had those
That's
for a long time.
so weird for you guys to like be a part of America, but you're affected by shit that happens over there.
Oh, yeah.
Like we don't understand, like, you know.
Well, that's like our only, other than hurricanes. I mean, we don't have huge like lightning strikes or anything. We do have lightning occasionally, but not thunderstorms like here or tornadoes or anything. And so, yeah, earthquakes, I'd say, is our number one because we're on a volcano. Then tsunamis and hurricanes. But
What's going on with so the reason I brought that up, the tsunami warning thing, is because there was a big beef that was going on for a while on the internet when that happened about Oprah not opening up her private roads.
yeah.
So I wanted to get your opinion, being from there. Like, does it piss the locals off that these celebrities are moving in there and buying up swaths of land, and then, you know, because there's only so many limited roads, right, private roads, and then they're blocking those off or gating them off, but not giving a key to like local safety, you know, law enforcement or anything like that in terms of like future
like evacuation
crisis.
zones. Yeah.
So
Yeah, I mean, this is a broader conversation for sure. But yeah, I would say that the locals are definitely, I mean, you can just look at like the history of Hawaii and just like, and I've seen it just growing up there. People want to move to Hawaii, I get it. But people who are moving there are not like bringing a good culture or anything there. They're trying to just get there and get what's theirs, where they're not like strengthening the community there. And so that would be one thing I would say for these people who are coming. Like Zuckerberg owns a big place over there. It's like, dude, are you really doing good to like Hawaii? And there is a lot of good that those people could be doing. But I just feel like if you're going to move there, you better be pouring your ass into that community, you know, especially if you're going to buy these big chunks of land. And as far as them like blocking off property like that, it's hard for me to say because if I needed to get out and I was over there during those times, I got bolt cutters, you know, like I'm just gonna cut my way through their gate and I'm gonna go through your gate if I'm trying to evacuate somewhere, and like you can come get me later.
yeah.
So
Well, the thing with Oprah's is like that. It's just that wasn't a one-time event. It's happened in the past with fires,
yeah,
and she wanted to unlock the gate, but now
Yeah,
it's
no,
saying, okay,
she's-
she's not really the owner. There's like apparently some family called the Halakala Ranch. I
Yeah.
wrote it down. I don't know if I said that right,
yeah. I mean,
but she's the
she's
leasee. or
yeah.
whatever.
It's like, dude, you know, like she owns it. She's got to own it, or but it's like, yeah. I don't think those people really care either way about someone's well-being. Some of those people, like Zuckerberg, do you think Zuckerberg really cares about people in Hawaii, or is just like,
He likes to
so
like
caught
sell
into it.
himself as somebody that's very caring, but I
Yeah.
wonder, yeah,
I don't think so.
yeah.
That's just my opinion on it.
You know who they do love in fucking Hawaii? Alex fucking Jones. That's who they love.
Yeah,
Dude, they fucking love that dude. He was telling me like every time I go to Hawaii, he's like, they fucking love me.
that's so funny.
He
He's
told you
funny,
that?
dude.
That is
Yeah.
funny, dude.
Like, you know, Alex Jones never lies, guys. So
Yeah.
It's true.
So,
Ever.
I fucking love that guy.
He's
He
a
fucking
character.
lost that Supreme Court fucking ruling, that appeal.
Did it just happen, like recently?
Like
Yeah.
yesterday, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Or-
What was that for the Sandy Hook stuff, or something else?
Yeah, because it was to save Infowars. They're basically
Oh,
they took Infowars now, so he's got about a week or two left, and then bye bye Infowars. I think the Onion, that's satire,
Yeah.
news publication, whatever the fuck it is, they got it.
Did they buy it really?
Well,
Or
so
buying it
he
or
had
something like
what was
that?
supposed to be a fair auction. This was back in, I guess maybe close to a year ago now. I don't know, 9 months. There was an auction to bid on Infowars, and there was people that were bidding upwards to like $6-7 million to buy it. Onion came in at like $2 million and won the bid. It was already predetermined that they were going to win.
Yeah.
And
gotcha.
they bid not even with cash, but on like a promissory note from like a trust fund that represents the Sandy Hook families.
Oh, wow. No way.
So they didn't even put down cash when there was people that were putting down 3 times as much cash to buy InfoWars. And so it's super shady. The whole thing is like, I mean,
That's
allegedly,
crazy.
I guess I probably got to caveat that. Allegedly, this is what it was. That's what it fucking was. So,
Isn't Alex is InfoWars? Am I not correct? Like, I don't pay attention
that's
too much.
his. He built that. Yeah, 31
And it's
years.
like his
Oh,
face
so he's
is
had that
InfoWars, you know? So, like, what's just to stop him from just going to the Alex Jones show, you know? Like,
He
doesn't
did.
need-
He created the Alex Jones network.
Yeah.
You know,
So he doesn't
AJN
need, like,
Live.
the name InfoWars or anything. Cause,
No, he doesn't need it.
Yeah.
But it's his. He built
Yeah.
it, you know? It's like taking away archery country from him in like 20 years because you don't agree with what he said.
right. Dude, that Alex Jones memes are money. They're just
Ah,
like
he's a
the best,
legend.
You know?
And the frogs
are the
game.
best.
Yeah.
He's such a character. We work out every single morning, and every morning it's like this fucker comes in with a big ass smile, and it's wild. Like, I don't
Just
know how he
never
does
know.
it. I
That's
mean, he's
crazy.
10 years older than me, and like he's still heavy. Still needs to lose a lot of weight, but he comes in, and despite all this chaos in his life and all this stress and anxiety and people attacking him and this and that, it's almost like it's happened so much to him that it's freed him up to stop giving a shit about it. Whereas we get affected by little comments here and there, and it still bugs us. When you're him, like, you can't get any worse than that. You can't live a life where you're attacked more than Alex Jones has been attacked.
Yeah, that's
Not
true.
even Trump, I
That
don't think,
is
has
true.
lived as long as he's been getting attacked. I don't, like. So
But Alex started everything as the whistleblower. Like, he was day one. He was like, "We're gonna ruffle some feathers here."
Yeah.
Like, that was what he was. That was what he was doing.
I like his whistleblowing style though, because like
dude,
you
it's
look
so
at what's the
legit.
dude that's in Russia that lives in Russia now that was like the whistleblower dude.
Oh yeah, Edward Snowden.
Yeah, like you don't see Snowden like having his own show ripping out like there ain't no good memes about Snowden. Screw Snowden, dude. Look at Jones, dude. He's in Texas.
Well, here's the other thing. Speaking about Hawaii, like, so BJ Penn, you've been following him? You follow his page?
Dude, I try to like he's kind of losing it. Bro.
I'm with him. I'm actually hoping,
Yeah.
like, after, if anybody hasn't seen BJ Penn's like Instagram page and they're not following him, go follow BJ Penn. He's been arrested like 5 times this year. Okay, we're in October. He's already been arrested 5 times. His mom has a restraining order on him. Okay, he has to stay within or outside of 100 feet distance from her, and he's already broke that so many times. There's videos of him walking into her house, and she's right in front of him. So BJ, if you don't know who BJ Penn is a world championship, multi-time championship UFC fighter from back in the day, like back when I was in college. I guess that would be like early 2000s. He's a legend. He's going to go down as a Hall of Fame UFC fighter no matter what is going on. But since then, things have started to slip in his mind. Not in his mind, but like it's pretty apparent from everybody else that things are going weird. But he thinks that his entire family has been murdered and replaced by fake people. Like, he legitimately thinks this. He
Like,
thinks that
real?
the government and law enforcement is like following him and like hiding people in the trees around his house and like spying on him. And he'll sit there and videotape and he'll be like, "Look, there they go. See that leg right there?" Like, it's fucking
driven.
gnarly. So like, we're talking about Alex Jones and how they censored him. He's blocked on every platform except for X. Even after YouTube said that they were going to lighten up all these people that they kicked off, they're going to put them back on. They'd still want to let Alex back on. So he's still being fucking excommunicado from the rest of the world. Meanwhile, BJ, who's obviously got something going on that needs to be addressed, like something very seriously before he hurts somebody, and he's allowed to go on there.
Yeah.
Right. So that doesn't make any sense to me.
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense. Poor BJ, man. Like, you wonder if a lot of it is just like concussions throughout the years, and
CTE.
who knows? Maybe there's drugs involved or something. But I think you get to a point too where there's definitely some shady stuff going on, like in the government. Like, of course, Alex sees it and he's trying to point some stuff out, so he was trying to get to like in a government position. And maybe that just sparked some kind of paranoia.
Yeah, he
And
ran
like
for governor,
It's
right?
like schizophrenia or something where you just start getting paranoid. And I think people, I've seen it in my own, like, we have a cousin that just went kind of Looney Tunes, but once he starts feeding into that paranoia, you just dive it's such a slippery slope to where you just see those people just flying in, and then they just start believing everything that their brain thinks. And
Well, he's an alpha male that's never backed down from a fight, right?
Yeah.
So what's he gonna do? The first time people start attacking him, his instinct is to fight back with it, no matter what. Yeah.
For sure.
That's wild.
Yeah.
I guess I didn't know all the. I mean, I
He's
knew
such a
he was-
legend too.
Dude,
Like,
you gotta go-
one of
He
the
is such
baddest
a
dudes
legend.
that
He's
ever
a
stepped in that
legend,
cage.
And there's nobody that's got a bigger heart for Hawaii than BJ Penn. Like everything he does is for that fucking, you know what I mean? Like he dedicating himself to it, despite everything going on in his world. Or his
So is
mind.
that what they're chalking it up to? Is like CTE and stuff? Like he's just taking too many blows to the head, and now he's.
Yeah, I had
some
the name
crazy
written down.
stuff.
There's a specific name for it. I can't. It's hard to remember. But it's a certain type of like mental illness that happens to some people, where they start to think that the people around them have been replaced by imposters.
That's wild.
It's not
dude.
like schizophrenia.
No, it's not schizophrenia. It's got a unique name. But yeah, so I mean, the dude's looking at his mom, going, "This is not my mom. This is
wild,
somebody that like." And he also thinks he's been removed from the inheritance because the imposters took over now the family finances. So, and he's lost all of his money. I think he did like a cry for help to like Dana White and like a bunch of other like super powerful
What
people.
are those dudes doing? Just writing him off?
You never
or, like,
hear anything. I
fight
think they're
Jake-
just
he
trying to
should fight
stay
Jake
out of it.
Paul
I
is what
think
he
they're
should
trying to
do.
get him help. is
Yeah.
what and so I know the latest thing is like he's been ordered to like get some like serious help before they sentence him.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
he's being
yeah.
required to do like a serious mental evaluation. So I hope the best for him though.
How is it different than all the people
Oh,
that
it's
think
called-
Alex is a clone? Like, it's the same shit.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of people who believe that.
Yeah. It's called Capgras delusion syndrome. That's what they're saying he has. I did have it written down.
From cats, dude.
Fucking cats. Dude, y'all need to kill those fucking
Time to
cats
open
over
some
there,
more
dude.
Cats, dude. Get some archery equipment going on some cats.
Yeah, dude. There's been they're like serious. There was a photo of a cat with like an arrow hanging out of it, and they went after like $10,000 reward to find out whoever shot this.
Oh wow.
It wasn't my arrow, so we're in the
Wasn't there
clear.
a story about
And I don't
immigrants
miss.
in the
Allegedly.
States eating cats?
Oh yeah.
So bring more of them and get rid of the cat problem.
Remember the immigrants that were eating cats for a little while?
Oh, yeah.
What were they, from Cuba or?
Yeah. Something like that.
Hawaii. Probably.
I don't think it was Cuba.
I will say like Micronesians eat a lot of stuff. I know that they found big camps, Micronesian camps
Yeah.
in Hawaii where they're, because the turtles are supposedly still on the Extinction or Endangered Species Act, you know, and lots of turtles behind their camp.
There's like
Yeah.
Haitians doing stuff.
Kind of easy
That's-
targets.
I've never
Snow
eaten
geese
turtle.
or something like that. And like,
Snow geese.
I heard there was like Haitians like
Haitians, that's what it
wrecking
was.
shop on.
Dogs and cats.
Yeah. And on like geese at the park and stuff like that.
So like the
You guys have
rats,
snow geese?
Yeah.
we have snow geese down
Up
here.
north, not
Oh.
down here. No.
So like the rats that we have are brought over on ships and stuff, you know. And the classic story is that they brought the mongoose over to eat the rats, and their rats are nocturnal and mongoose are not. So now we have this huge mongoose problem. So now that we have these cats too, maybe that's what we need to do. We need to bring in some Haitians,
Hawaii's a
dude.
real mess.
Introduce Haitians into every city.
Yeah.
See what
Something to
happens.
get all the people off of there and
We just
volcano
need
it
to-
up and start over.
We just need to not feed them though, so they get hungry enough to eat those cats. And like to the like Filipinos and stuff, they eat all the dogs and stuff. And the classic like black dogs.
So, Jen, tell me what's going on with this C9 up in Canada. You guys know what the C9 is?
I don't.
I've always been an active guy, training, pushing myself. But once I learned how caffeine forces your body into that fight or flight mode, I realized it was wrecking my recovery. I'd get the boost, but I couldn't really rest. That's when I came across Methylene Blue. It gives me clean energy, sharper focus, and I could still recover. Honestly, it changed everything for me in the gym, in business, and in life. Then I discovered alpha lipoic acid. On its own, it's a strong nootropic, boosting choline, which drives brain and body performance. But when you combine it with Methylene Blue, it's on another level. That's why I worked with the partner to create Magic Bullet, Methylene Blue plus ALA. For me, Methylene Blue was powerful on its own, but with ALA, it's the only way I do it now. Right now at bluevitality.com, you can pick up a full bottle of Magic Bullet for just $39.95. Use my promo code SJ to get 20% off the regular price. If you're serious about your training, your focus, or your recovery, this is the way to go.
It's a new hate speech thing that was passed in Canada.
I don't know if it's been passed or it's in the works though. It's supposed to get
I
passed
have heard
soon.
about this.
Yeah, so basically they're gonna be able to, well, I don't want to say lock people up, but
No, that's what they're gonna do.
But
they're
it's
gonna arrest
doing
you.
in like Britain and stuff.
They can arrest you for memes and
for
shit.
for like posting anything, and it's mostly geared towards like
Yeah.
anything gender identity related, but yeah, like anything social media, if you're like speaking about it. And it's all, I guess that's the thing, it's like what they consider hate speech. So you won't see any lefties, locked up, but
Yeah.
so yeah, it's
Because that's
pretty
happening in
wild up
Europe,
there.
right?
Yeah.
UK. They're locking up something like 30 people a day
So how does
Yeah, I
that
see
like,
that.
That's crazy.
for disagreeing with the establishment.
like that's I guess,
Or the
depends on who
crowd.
they're locking up if they throw up that much of a fight, but you would think that would stir up some like
I would think at some
war.
point you get fed up. Like
if
it's
they
what
tried
I
to come
keep-
after all of us,
Yeah.
I'd figure there'd be
Well,
some
there was
civil
a-
war going around.
Well, we have guns. That's the
Exact-
difference.
Oh hell yeah!
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
This is like prime example of what happens in countries where you're not allowed to carry guns.
Well,
or
that's
have
the
guns to
other
protect
thing,
yourself.
all the gun laws in Canada right now. So there's like a voluntary, they want people to like volunteer to
Yeah.
leave all their,
That's pretty wild.
yeah, bring all their guns
You
in.
volunteer that. That's pretty wild.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, they're trying to ban, because we're allowed like hunting rifles and, shotguns, but they're trying to take those away too. So we're really hoping Alberta is just going to
I just
join the
secede.
yeah, brothers.
Yeah.
Sink down.
I know you
Yeah.
can still get them though, because I know like George St. Pierre. So I went hunting with him on one of his first ever bear hunts up in.
Really?
We were in Quebec. I don't know. I couldn't tell you where. Somewhere.
Stay away from Quebec.
Stay away from Quebec. But yeah. Anyway, I know he just got a gun, but it sounded like there was some legit hoops to go through.
Oh, yeah.
And like but he was proud that he had done it, and
Yeah.
like it was funny because I was showing it to my like 11-year-old, and he's like, "Yeah, it's a cool red gun." Like,
Right.
And I mean, he had no. I forget. Like we have no basis. Like if we want that gun, I can go to Academy today
Oh,
and
yeah.
buy that gun and probably be shooting it
Yeah,
tonight.
it's so
like,
wild. And I think like a lot of Canadians don't even realize it because I didn't really until coming down to Texas.
They don't
and I'm
anywhere.
like, holy fuck!
Yeah.
Like we think we have freedom up there, but like.
I mean, it's
far,
like Mexico.
far
When
from
I got thrown in jail in Mexico one time for bullets. That's on the other podcast. Listen to that.
It's a good one.
But the reality is I had it's a mini 14, which is like a little ranch rifle, but I had a clip with 10 bullets in it, and they were 5.56. They were a NATO round. Well, over there they have no comprehension of that's like you can just go buy that anywhere you want. So like they were like, "Where'd you get these?" And in their mind, I held up a federale, like I held up either a military guy from Mexico or a police officer, and that's how I got those bullets. And I was like, "No, man, I'm
We
a
walk into Walmart up here.
I'm a
Really?
fat Texan. I'm like, I can walk into Academy and buy
Right.
10,000 rounds today if I want." And they were like, no, you can't. They were like, "So how'd you get these rounds?" And I'm like, "No, you can buy them. Go right across the border and walk into that store that says Academy."
Yeah.
And they're like, "No,
Fuck,
you had to
you're
hold up
shady.
somebody." Yeah, and that's how we got arrested. But
Damn.
anyway, but yeah, I mean, they don't, same deal. They don't have, there's no comprehension of what is.
Dude, Sean, I got a bone to pick with some people
Oh,
Oh, here we go.
because
Send it.
Tyler just
it's rough.
like,
Sounds like it's
he
geared
just
towards
said
me.
he had a
I don't like
clip
it.
of
I know, I was thinking the
ammo,
same
right?
thing.
Okay, which I love, dude. I have no problem with calling it a clip, right? And
Yeah.
people will say it's a magazine, right? Because like a clip comes from like an M1 Garand, right? Is that correct?
Yeah,
like the way they held the bullets and stuff in
Yeah.
there. And a magazine is what all of it. And then these, I would say like the 2A community is like just so gnarly on, oh, it's a magazine.
Yeah.
It's like, dude, listen to every rap song, every movie. And like when I say clip, when he says clip, we all know what the hell he's talking about.
When I dip, you dip. We dip.
Yeah. So it's like, dude, what's the beef, dude? Just leave it alone. Let
I
me
mean,
say,
I
It's
can
the
get
same
off by
people that
saying I'm
bitch
an
about
archery
her fucking welding. It's the same people. It's the same.
Yeah, what did I have the other day? So you've done a bit of knife making, right?
yeah.
So I put out that video and I had like a piece of square bar. I call it square bar, solid steel bar. I'm like, yeah, I got this steel bar. I'm gonna make whatever, some teeth today. And I had like all these comments like, it's square stock, square
Solid
I'm
stock.
like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
oh yeah,
Yeah. People are so weird, right?
they are, and it's like, man. But I do like to fact check, 'cause then it's like, fuck.
Yeah, sometimes they get
I've been
you.
welding a long time.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm an idiot. So I like fact check myself, and then it's like, okay, quick
Yeah.
Google search. But they gotta discredit like any chance they can get.
But I think this is where Rogan has it figured out because you can't look at the comments.
For
you
sure.
just gotta
Yeah,
post
you
and
won't
go.
win.
You gotta like just put it out there and then be like, all right, I'm not
Yeah.
gonna look at that.
But I've
stuff.
I've been with the boys and like, oh yeah,
No.
like I'm gonna load this clip, and they're just like, it's a magazine. I'm like, bro,
I mean, for our little mini
the hell outta
14,
here.
it was a little pop it up from beneath, and it was like a little 10-round clip. We'd use it for like popping
10-round mag.
coyotes that were chasing our like
Right?
little baby
Yeah.
goats.
So
You know what
mag
I'm
is like
a magazine.
technically.
Yeah, magazine.
You
I mean,
fucking
You're
idiot.
supposed to call it a magazine, and then this is the same
Look,
argument.
man,
Like people,
I'm an
some
archery
people
guy.
call it a silencer, some people call it a suppressor, and it's tomato, whatever. Who gives a fuck?
Yeah.
We all know what it does.
Not
right?
the archery guy. He doesn't give it.
But not this guy.
So, Jen, real quick, pivot. So, okay, you have something that's different than the rest of us. We're all very like,
I
you
do.
know,
Yes,
yeah,
she
more
does.
than
Yeah,
one
last
thing.
Not
We're
too
all-
different.
we're all you're about the same weight as Danny. All right, so you're like very entrepreneurial, right? We're all very entrepreneurial. We're kind of like all hustling in our own respective industries that kind of like intersect in different, certain spots.
Yeah.
But you're also a mother of 2 very young kids, 4 and 6. Like, what is that like being, kind of like chasing your dream as a mother, but also as a professional trying to balance it? And give us some insight. What, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, well, I mean, we all have kids, so. I mean, we all have that, I think, as a woman, when you're chasing your dream or kind of hustling and you have kids, it's a bit different. You get a little more
For sure.
criticism and judgment. Yeah, so I think there's that. But also, I think for some women, they have, like, the choice to stay home with the kids when not everybody has that choice,
Yeah.
you know? Yeah, but
Would-
it's
would-
difficult. There's some hard days for sure.
Would you say it's hard to find, like, because it's easy just to pour everything you have into your kids,
Right.
but then you kind of give up everything about yourself, right? Like you wouldn't have
Yeah.
time to do the art, and it is good to be creative and like do the artistic side. So for someone who has kids and is like trying to find that time
Right. I
to
don't
do
have
that,
any
because
time.
there is time, like, but by
Not
the time
for yourself, though.
usually
It's
not for
kinda
yourself, but there
gets
it
pushed
is
aside.
there. But like you're usually so smoked from the kids that you're just like,
Yeah.
okay, like I got my hour at night. I'm just gonna like,
but how do you explain it to them also, right? How do you
Yeah,
explain
like-
this to kids that are too young to understand?
yeah,
Right?
I think honestly
Stop.
though, because like I welded all through high school and I never really quit working. So I like worked pretty much right up until I had Ellie, and then like I didn't start working in a shop again, but I was like working in the garage. So to me,
yeah.
that's kind of was like my time to clear my head was when I was welding. But yeah, as far as explaining it to the kids, I guess it's like everything you're doing, even for like any of us, it's for them.
Yeah. I don't think you have to explain it. I think
Yeah.
you just have to like lead by example.
I
Like,
think
show
the
'em.
hardest point though is when you're starting something new and it's not, you don't see the success
Yeah,
yet,
yeah,
and you're
for
still
sure.
there's like the question mark of, is all the sacrifice of time like, is it worth it? So I think that was like the hardest stage. Now I'm seeing success and some money's coming in, so you can justify like,
Yeah, yeah.
okay, now I'm gonna be building their future, So
Good answer. What about you, Tyler? You're fucking like the busiest guy I know in Austin
That's
right
pretty
now.
busy. It's funny because I've actually, me and my wife talk about this, not all the time, but more often than we probably should. But for me, it was one of those deals like my dad worked all the time. And we didn't have much growing up, but we also weren't poor by any means at all. Like we had food. I had a decent house. Like we didn't struggle. So I think for me, it was like I watched my dad. I remember saying when we had kids, I was like, I'm not going to be like my dad. I'm going to show up to all their sporting events. Because my dad would be like, yeah, man, I'd love to watch that final basketball game, but he fixed air conditioners in Austin, Texas.
Cowboys are in the
180. Yeah. It wasn't like he was drunk and like, at the bar. He's like, well, the Raiders are playing today, so sorry. No, but anyway, like I remember him like not being around for a lot of that stuff. And now that's me. And I remember being like, I don't want to be my dad.
right.
But also, I'm like, for us to afford this lifestyle and what we want to give these kids, this is the sacrifice. It's no different than building the archery shop with patience and just being like, we got to change we just have to change what other people think. Well, I'm trying to change the way my boys look at me, because I don't want to be like, hey, all you're supposed to do as a man is just work 17 hours a day and then come home and go to sleep and then do it all again the next day, which is kind of what they're seeing right now.
Yeah.
The goal is to, in a year or two, not be doing this as hard as I'm going right now. I'm like, if I can get these ponds moved the way I want them to move, well, in a couple of years, I can actually take some time off and I'll have the money to be able to do some of this stuff and hopefully be a better dad. I don't know if that'll pan out or not.
But it's also like
a lot
the
of X factors.
Teach them too, and it's like,
you
don't have to work that 9 to 5.
Yeah, I think the best thing you can do is just lead by example. And by that, I mean, show your kids how you act in public and stuff like that. So if my kids see me just coming home at 11 every night and I'm staggering in, I'm drunk and all that stuff, well, they can read that however they want to read that. But if they see me coming in at 8 o'clock and I'm eating a cold dinner that my wife made at 5:30, they're like, what were you doing today? And I'm like, well, we had 4 more bows and I had some taxidermy work I had to do. But, man, we made a lot of money. So this weekend, let's go run up to the deer lease and let's hunt and let's buy you those camo pants, whatever you want, and do it. And all you can do is hope that you crest the hill and eventually you're like, I'm not working as hard as I.
Exactly. That's the goal, right?
Yeah. That's the goal for all of us. Every parent. That's what you're trying to do.
Danny, you got a kid, 15-year-old daughter?
Yeah, daughter.
Yeah.
That's, I mean, a lot of what Tyler was saying, same. Like, my dad worked a lot and, didn't see him a ton as a kid just because he was working. And I kind of like, that's one thing, as you get older and over these last couple of years, you really dive into why you are the way you are. Mm-hmm. And I've kind of dove into myself and trying to figure out why I am the way I am. And I wish, he would have spent more time with me. That's like one of the things, like quality time is something that's super important to me. So, but I will never, I look at the things that he afforded for me to do. And he was one of those people that was like, he worked all the time. And like, but if I needed something, like, hey, I'm working on this truck and I need tools, like, boom, I had what I needed to work on something. Mm-hmm. But it wasn't like, hey, I'm going to come out there and help you do that, and spend time with you to teach you how to do this. It was just like, you got it, go for it,
Yeah.
But him working hard, he had enough money to help me with some tools or whatever it was, so that if I didn't have that, then it would have put me in a weird, different spot to where I am today. But I look at it more as like, and I would challenge you guys the same thing, is all of us have needs, right? To feel loved. And so I'm trying to look at my daughter and like, hey, even though I just want to pour myself into her and just give her like all the things I didn't have as far as quality time and spend time with her, especially if I'm away a lot, but is there something else maybe that her personality is needing that I'm not giving her, so like, and each kid will be different. So I'm really trying to like read into that, not just my own daughter, but like other people as well. But yeah, as far as kids go, like I try my best to just pour everything I have into her and what she's into. And right now she's really into running. So I'm like, hey, how can I give her the most support I possibly can? Something where I wish, like, when I was younger, something I was into, my parents are just like, cool, whatever, like, go do, you want to go skateboard? Cool, go skateboard. And that's it,
Right.
No, like, hey, how was it? Or like trying to invest in, like, learn about it, or like, so for her, I'm just trying to, if she loves something, I'll match her with that same energy. Mm-hmm. Oh, you love running? Perfect. Okay, you need someone to go run with you? I'll go run with you. Or maybe I can, like,
I'll get you a dog.
Yeah, that's what I need, dude. So
that's cool. Yeah, I mean, we're all trying to figure it out. Like like you hit it right on the head. Like every kid is unique. It's a different person, different personality, different belief system. Like you can raise them however you want to try to kind of like mold them in your image of what you want them to believe. But nevertheless, they're going to do whatever the fuck they want because they're not you and you're not them. You know what I mean? Like, so like it is interesting. That's why I love like being around people like this, is like, I love hearing different perspectives on how you guys juggle and how we take this. And still chase our goals, still be career minded and looking at the future, but at the same time, like raise these kids to be good people. Because at the end of the day, we just want to raise them to be good human beings.
For sure.
All right?
For sure.
And I think as long as we accomplish that, you don't have to be perfect about every little thing, but as long as they turn out to be good people that you're okay with hanging out with, then
I think you also crest a hill where you're like you on the backside of it. Like I said, I remember being like, I don't want to be like my dad. And then I find out I'm a lot more like my dad. And then I'm like, dang, that wasn't the plan. But then also I remember being like, well, all I can do is do the stuff better that like really affected me. Like the stuff that I was really ticked off about. Like I remember my dad, I hated this with a passion. If I could have punched him in the face, I would have, but I knew he'd punch me back. But like when he would wake me up in the morning, you got one shot. So he'd knock on your door and be like, hey, get up. And that was it.
no shit.
So there was not like me with my boys. I'll go in there and like shake them, and I'm like, "Hey, bub, come on, man, time to get up, dude. We got to get to school." But if they're not out in 2 minutes, I'm back in there. I'm like, "Hey, dude, come on, man, get up."
Wow.
And eventually they come out. My dad would get a cup of cold water and just throw it on him and be like, "Hey, did I stutter or what? Like, what do we do?" I hated that with a passion.
Dude, I saw this new research about
hated
that.
it.
So the way the circadian rhythm works with kids is that like they're 2 hours later in a day than we are. So like us making kids like go to school at like 7:30 or 8 or whatever it is, that's like making like one of us go to work at 4 a.m.
Yeah.
Like they're not awake. Their brain is not mentally awake yet.
That's
so those
crazy.
first 2 hours of school, we're wasting it on
Especially
our kids.
teenagers, right? Like when they get a little older.
Yeah. Well, and it's kind of crazy too because it doesn't align with when people get out of work anyways. And by the time you be there to pick your kid up.
Yeah.
So you're putting adults that are working like a 9 to 5 job in a position where they have to leave work early now and deal with all that stress to pick up their kid. And you can't, so I don't know. Maybe it's one of those things that needs to get.
There's
It
like a
needs to get looked
happy
at.
medium though, because I feel like we should bring back a lot of things from
No,
your
I know.
dad's
Well, and that's what I was
generation.
saying is like
We got some real soft.
Yeah,
soft
no,
kids these
it's
days.
crazy
Totally
because I don't want to raise soft boys because I tell my wife it all the time. Like my wife will go the opposite of me, and I'm like, hey, we're at the end of the day, we're trying to raise men here. So
Right.
I'm like, get up. You hurt yourself in the soccer game. We all hurt ourselves. But it's a weird deal because in my little existence with my kids who are like 9 and 11, my boys are both 9 and 11. And you're exactly right. It's personality differences. So like my older one, you kind of got to talk to him a little bit more. My younger one, he's an animal. He's like it's like having a barnyard cat, dude.
There's the
he's
cat
feral.
again.
Yeah, it's
Dude, he's
fantastic.
feral. Yeah, he doesn't care. You can be like, hey, that hurt my feelings.
got
And he's like,
parasites.
oh, that's cool. Yeah, man, right on. Well,
fuck's
screw you.
that?
I'm going to go do this. I'm going to go do what you just told me not to do.
Yeah.
But I think like a lot of it is, going back to that is, I don't know that there's for sure not a handbook on how to raise kids or anything like that.
No.
There's also what you think is right, what your world has taught you is right, what's tough, what's not tough, and all that stuff. Well, that's
True.
different for everybody also,
Yeah.
because what I think is tough might not be tough to a guy who's in MMA and gets beat up every day, and he's like, nah, you're a girl, and I'm like, I don't think I'm a girl. I think I'm
true.
whatever. So it's
Yeah.
like you handle everything with kid gloves, but I think at the end of the day, you have to do the best you can, and like Shawn said, you're trying to raise a
Yeah, like you said though,
raise
it's
a little
like
human being that's decent.
lead by example. You just
Yeah,
be the best person
no
you
doubt.
can be, and hopefully they.
For sure.
Real quick, Jen, tell me about Cole House. I've been seeing little drops on your social media about Cole House. Tell me what's going on with Cole House.
Country grounds. Yeah, Cole House is the new brand that I've been working on. So I've always wanted my own like art gallery. I guess that's kind of where the idea started. So it's gonna be mostly an art gallery, but then a clothing label. So when I started the whole welding art thing, I named my company Metal Monkey, and
Heck yeah.
I guess just kind of like outgrew that. I'm still gonna keep it for like merch and everything, but I started going to Wild Sheep Foundation auctions, and
Yeah.
pieces started selling for a lot more money. And Metal Monkey just didn't really fit, so I wanted to create something. But yeah, it's gonna be.
So the Cole House
it's
is like
gonna
the
be cool.
because I seen you wearing like the merch, right?
Yeah,
I
so
didn't
I'm
realize that
gonna-
was your own stuff.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, I wanted to like start a clothing label, so we were just having that conversation.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to just do the like slap on logo, but then dealing with the whole like
Such
clothing
a tough
manufacturing
world, man.
thing, especially trying to like get all the welding done and run all my own stuff. This is like a whole world that
You
I'm
need
not
like
familiar
4
with.
people to hire to do
Yeah,
this. 'cause
well, there's
I'm
always like
learning this the hard way.
It's never just easy.
Yeah, for
There's
sure.
always some shit. Just dealing with people too. I'm not
Yeah.
a big fan of. I like to be under my hood, like welding alone all day.
Right.
But it's coming together. It's a slow.
What do you have right now for merch?
So I'm just gonna start out with like just basic T-shirts,
Mm-hmm.
tank tops, and then I'm working with like a leather worker. So we're gonna do a denim tooled leather like work shirt.
Yeah.
So there'll be some like cool small batch kind of
And is
more.
each one is like is there like a drop for each like art piece that you're doing? Or you-
Yeah. So every few months I'm gonna come out with a piece. There's no commissions on Coal House. That's kind of what I'm trying to get away from. Like
So will it be
ideally-
metal art too? and
Yeah,
stuff?
it's gonna
It'll
be like
metal,
like original sculptures, and then I'll kind of do like a private auction, and
Cool.
then with every drop of art, I'm gonna have like some clothing, graphics tied to
Yeah,
that
yeah.
piece.
That's
So
cool.
It's a whole.
Yeah, it's kind of
thing.
neat. It's kind of
Yeah,
unique.
that's
It's
cool.
like a
It's
Huckberry.
a lot to like get all these ideas
Yeah.
in uniforms.
Oh, I know, but it's a cool idea. I like the idea of having clothing that is specifically customized to like a specific art piece. Like to me,
Yeah, it
that's
carries,
very
like, a
unique,
story.
and it's
No,
like
that
that's
is
a
cool.
very limited drop. So if you like, if you really enjoyed the Trump piece that she made, like there would be a limited drop that's like a custom design work clothing or outdoor or whatever apparel that you could buy based off of that. So
Well,
I
and
really
like
think it's cool.
I guess trying to do something a little bit different. I feel like
Yeah, that's cool.
everyone started a clothing brand lately, so
Danny, what's next for you?
What's next for me?
Hang on,
Dang,
real
man.
quick before you start that. Gordon
Yeah.
Ramsay. What happened with you and Gordon Ramsay? I missed this. Did you go on a
I
show?
took him hunting, yeah, for a show. He has a show called Uncharted that's on Natural Geographic, which Disney owns, like Disney Plus.
No big deal.
And
No bigs.
yeah, I took him pig hunting. It was kind of like, it was tough, because they have a huge production and they're trying to stuff it all in. Oh, hey, what do you think about taking him hunting? And I was like, cool, no problem. They're like, what do you need, like an hour or 2 hours? And I'm like, dude, this is hunting, like I need at least like, I told him bare minimum, I need 4 o'clock to sunset,
Yeah.
or like a little bit after sunset. And they gave me like 4:30 to sunset finally after some negotiating with them. And then they wanted to send us in the field with 8 people. And I told Gordon, I was like, because dude, Gordon is cool. He, super mellow, family man. He's got a bunch of kids, dude, and you can just tell, like, he's just like, he's a good guy. And so he is psyched on hunting, though. Like, he came up to me and was like, hey, what do I need to know and what do we got to do to make this successful? Because he's hunted quite a bit on his shows, maybe not quite a bit, but a couple other times, and he knows like they're not successful.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, well, he was asking the right questions, so I knew that he was tuned in. And I was like, I got to make sure they don't see us and smell us and all these things. But I was like, really, the biggest thing is you got to cut your crew. There's no way we're going to be successful with 8 people. I told him, like, I've done camera stuff with, like, because I've done the meteor stuff before too. And it's like, give me 2 camera guys, and that's it. Leave everybody else behind. So the only time I seen Gordon be Gordon was we had this huge production meeting because this was right after the Alec Baldwin drama was shooting somebody on set.
Oh shit. Yeah.
So there's like crazy firearm safety stuff that had to happen. We get like 50 people together, right? Like everybody's there. Hey, there's firearms on set. And then the producer or the director, whatever, is like telling everybody how this is going to go down. And Gordon's like, hey, Danny said that we can't bring 8 people on the hunt. We're not going to be successful because they're going to be like seeing the boom guys. And I'm just like, oh my God. And he just like, so the director questioned him. And he's like, no, we need this. And the only time I seen Gordon be Gordon, no, fuck this, I want to shoot something, like, how the hell are we supposed to cook a pig? We can't shoot a pig.
Yeah.
So he
that's
snapped.
cool.
And then, so he did get us just 2 guys. So it's cool. Like, so it took him out pig hunting and it's awesome. Yeah.
That's awesome, man.
Cool. He made a good shot, got him to 180 yards, ended up shooting a pig. And
Well, we're at the end of the show. Why don't you like go ahead and let everybody know where they can find you, your socials, what you got coming up. If you want to announce anything, now's the time.
okay, yeah. I don't know. Like Instagram's really the only place I'm on social media, which is just Danny Bolton. Super easy. And then I have that nickname Boar Man. So like sometimes it kind of comes up as that. And I have Boardman TV, which is on YouTube. So kind of just started that last year and trying to just feed into it so then we can have our own, like, control of our own stuff. I don't got to do stuff for other people, and we can just do it how we want to do it, because I definitely have a different view of hunting than most people, and my interest in surfing and skating and all that stuff. I want to bring that level of stuff to the hunt industry where
I'm interested in hearing about that.
yeah, so that's kind of, we started that YouTube, and that's kind of where we filmed this week at Archery Country. And so
Okay.
some of that stuff is on Boardman TV.
Yep.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Could be cool.
I want to bring you on for a one-on-one so we could discuss that in
Cool.
further
Yeah,
detail. in the
for sure.
future.
Heck yeah.
Tyler, what you got, big dog?
Just go to Archery Country.
My boat.
I got nothing. I got there's one called Tyler Taxidermy that I've had for probably 7 years, and I've never really done anything with that Instagram handle. But yeah, Archery Country on Instagram. That's where you can find us. But new website coming. The cool thing I've got going, and it's, man, if all goes to plan, I should knock on wood before I say this, but if all goes to plan, we'll have websites with merch and stuff like that soon in the next month or so. And if I can make that happen, that's it'll be big, because it won't be just us trying to push it or me trying to push it. It will be us trying to push it
Collectively?
and you know,
That's
if I get
going to dominate.
if I get Rogan
yeah.
and Cam and those guys pushing it through their channels, that's
It's gonna be
a lot
big
more
deal.
eyeballs than little Tyler Taxidermy can get in front of. So. Yeah,
Little
we'll see.
Tyler Taxidermy.
Little
new
Tyler
nickname.
Taxidermy.
Jen, what you got?
Nothing.
Cole
nothing
House?
special. Yeah,
Where
Jen
can people
Loree.
find you?
Yeah, you do it, man. Jen Loree official on Instagram and Cole House official on Instagram. Yeah,
Awesome.
Official.
all official.
Yeah, awesome stuff. Like the sculptures and stuff are
Thanks,
impressive.
babe.
Yeah,
I like
so
the,
good.
like hunting and stuff. It's cool.
Yeah.
I don't like
Shawn?
anything about you. I'm sorry.
Man, Archery Country's not very cool.
Shawn Johnson, not in co though anymore. We're getting rid of the in co.
Yeah, don't look at that and co part. That's going away. There's people that are like, I can't find it, and I'm like, have you tried spelling out the and symbol, or like, I don't know, think outside the box. Like, what's the co mean? I'm like, the fuck. Like, all right, whatever. So, anyways, yeah, we're gonna get rid of the and co. It's going forward. It's gonna be the Shawn Johnson Podcast. I got that guy. The guy that created that's fucking dope. He's the guy that does the graphic art for the Comedy Mothership. So all
Oh, that's
those
cool.
dope drops where they have all the aliens and like
Yeah.
Joe in like the astronaut
yeah.
suit. He's the guy that
Yeah,
made that.
okay.
That's cool.
Super talented.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
And
cool.
he's got hats now. So.
Yeah, it's been
Yeah,
fun to
Scott
see like
McVay
your
is
guests
here.
and stuff that you've had on. It's cool.
Yeah, it's kind of cool.
cool.
We're getting
Yeah.
there. Alex is coming on Saturday.
Yeah.
He's
That's
about to
legit.
tell all with the like everything that happened, because he hasn't been able to talk about it a lot because of the case. But now that the appeal got denied, he's like, I'll fucking come in and scorched earth. Like, I'm like, all right.
That sounds super rowdy. By the way.
Yeah. I'm just going to let him go off,
Unleash the
dude.
beast.
Yeah. You don't have to even just like, I don't even have to ask him. He knows what he wants to say. So, but anyways, thank you guys so much for coming. I
Yeah,
love all
thanks,
all
dude.
three of y'all.
Yeah. Thanks for having us.
Yeah. Thanks for coming on. Thanks,
Appreciate
everybody.
it.
Awesome.
Bye.
I fucking hate all of you guys. I fucking hate all of you guys.
Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained?